Warning: federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus, yeah. Celebrities. Let's talk about caring events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on PGT time. PGT time. Tune in on PGT time. PGT time. Join us on PGT time. PGT time. Join us on PGT time. PGT time. Yeah.
In order for y'all to do what God is calling y'all to do, to take y'all platform to where it's a plateau and it can go to levels that you never seen, they'll best believe it's gonna come with devils.
Every time I speak, I want to shiver. You know, I don't want them to be like they know what I'm gonna say because it's polite. But I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody gonna.
You know, first of all, let me say this. Hi, it's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Or you can call me Miss Peachy, because that's what everybody will call me anyways. All right, now we got that out the way. Welcome. I really appreciate y'all coming, joining the show tonight. Thank you. Okay, now I can really say what I want to say. Y'all, it took me like an hour. An hour and a half to make that new intro. Okay. When I tell y'all I had to delete, redo it again. Delete, redo it again. Delete, redo it again. And still forgot to mute one of the little small clips. All the time it took for me to do this. I think it was like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. I don't know. But oh my gosh. Anyways, so it will be fixed on tomorrow. And the crazy part about it is y'all probably didn't even catch it. I don't know. If you edit videos, then you definitely caught it. I see Charlotte down there like, nope, I didn't catch it. And I always relook at my videos before I play them. But I have redid this video so many times. When it got to the last time, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and play. Hurry up and put it up there because we already running late. But welcome. Welcome. Y'all know I can't do this show without my home girl. I'm sorry, my sis. My sis. Let's bring Charlotte, baby, on up here.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, good people.
Good evening. So I guess it's safe to say, and I got the wrong background picture up. I guess it's safe to say that you didn't catch it.
I did not. If you hadn't said anything, wouldn't have known anything was wrong.
That is so wonderful. But you saw yourself up there looking all good and pretty, laughing at everything. It was a clip. I had to restart my computer. So I ended up losing it. But it was a clip that I wanted to play tonight, Charlotte, because I was doing the tribute. I mean, not the tribute. I was doing the intro, fixing it, making a new intro and whatnot. And I have to go into different shows. That's what takes so long. I have to go in different shows and try to see what would look good to go and just put in there. Baby, when I tell you I found a clip of me and you, Charlotte, when I'm not lying to y'all, and Charlotte, I would not lie to you. I was over here in tears, laughing so hard at us, laughing at each other. I don't know if you remember. I'm gonna try to see if I can find it before the end of the night. But I don't know if you remember that video that we did, and we talked about funerals.
Uh-huh.
And you said that you had already talked to your son and your family and told them don't have no big old extravagant thing for you and all that. And then I came in talking about baby, but I want doves. I spent all my money on my
I remember very clearly.
Charlotte, what I tell you, me and you laughed so hard on that video. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. And I had it clipped right where I wanted to play it. So I ended up restarting the computer and it went away. So hopefully I could find it. If I do find it, I am going to actually clip it again. And I'm going to make it one of our classic videos. And we'll play it periodically throughout
So these people will know how we want to go out.
Baby, they going to know how we want to go out.
So you going to know how we want to go out.
Exactly. And girl, it was funny because I said, Charlotte, I said, don't have your son call me to replay this video. Charlotte, I'm telling you, I was laughing so hard. But hopefully I'll be able to find it. Everybody, thank you so much for joining tonight. Again, I'm still having issues with Facebook, the Miss Peachy Time page, which is our biggest page that we do have that's following us. So I definitely apologize. I don't know what's going on. I'm still trying to wait for Meta to respond back to me and let me know what's going on. But until then, we will still be live on our other platforms. That's why it's always good, y'all, for everybody that's out there that's into podcasting or doing any type of thing on social media. Always make sure you do it on more than one page, okay? Because if I would have just been doing this on that Facebook page, y'all wouldn't get no show, okay? You wouldn't get a show. But being the person that I am, I'm always thinking of a way to do something and beat the system.
Okay.
I love to try to beat the system, baby. So after each show, I will be uploading the show onto the Facebook page. So the only thing is it will not be live, okay? It will not be live. It will just be uploaded on there. And I'm here to tell y'all right now, I don't know what's going to happen.
That's right. I'm going to call Mark. I'm going to call Mark Zuckerberg myself and let him know that we having some issues and he need to get this shit together.
Thank you.
Get this together.
Thank you.
We ain't asking for none of your money. We ain't asking for, just do right by us. Like, just
exactly. Right. Talking, and this is coming from the lady that don't even have Facebook. Ain't no telling what goes in my head.
Subscribe to me. So why are you having a conversation? What does this have to
First of all, I am following you on Facebook, but I just don't know if you accepted me because this is like almost a year ago.
Who doesn't go on? Let me explain. And I have gone down a rabbit hole on Instagram. I have found myself back on it. I said, I got to stop this. This is crazy. When you has gone by, I got too much other stuff to be going on in my life to give these folks an hour of my time. I ain't going to get that back.
And it gets addictive. And you really got a lot going on. You know, with the school system and stuff like that.
My brain need to be resting and all this other madness that people have going on. It's just crazy. But I want to laugh and I want to get kiki and cuckoo with all of, but ma'am, I said, oh, stop it, Charlotte. Stop it.
That is a mess. It's a mess. I'm telling you, girl, I was sitting up here like, is she really talking about she gonna contact Mark?
Think I won't when I will. You know I don't mind talking to people.
Please find him. Please find him for me. Tell him to get me back on track.
I'm gonna find him. He a wife.
Well, y'all, I really hope y'all enjoyed the new intro with me and Charlotte. I'm gonna make this as brief as possible. I will not be discussing this again at all. But I do want to make sure that everyone knows that's out there and has been a fan of Peach Tea Times for so long. Unfortunately, Jason will not be back right now. Okay, not right now. We are praying for Jason. Jason is really going through a lot right now, but things are starting to, baby, look up for him, baby. It's starting to look up for him. But unfortunately, he is having so many issues with his Wi-Fi connections, all of it. And y'all know how we is over here. We try to keep it a little professional over here. We try to. So Jason will not be back until all of his equipment and everything is up to par. Jason moved into a new spot. So that's why he's having all these issues with the Wi-Fi. So just keep Jason in prayer, y'all. That's all I can say. Keep him in prayer. I check on him quite often. And we love Jason over here. We love Jason over here at Peach Tea Time. Exactly. It's crazy because sometimes you have to, how can I say this? You have to watch what you say.
Mm-hmm.
Some people speak things, and it don't even have to be me. It don't have to be Charlotte. It's just people in general. And I would never forget when, I don't even think Charlotte even knows this, but I never forget when Charlotte first started. She probably was on, I'd say maybe for 3 or 4 weeks. And I remember somebody contacted me, one of the viewers contacted me, not a family member of mine, nothing like that. But I really admire her as a viewer. You know, she's really, really always here watching Peach Tea Time. But I never forget that she said, "Why is Charlotte on the show?" She said, "You must be trying to replace Jason with Charlotte." And I told her, no, that's not what I'm trying to do at all whatsoever. Charlotte is here to be a counselor lady. I'm here to be a host, and Jason is here to be a co-host. Nothing more, nothing else. To me, Charlotte gives us more clarity on things when it comes with the families that maybe me and Jason don't know. You know what I'm saying? And she helps pour into the families, being that she's a counselor. But again, like I was saying, you have to be mindful of the things that you say because you just never know what's going to happen. So It's unfortunate that Jason is not here with us. I don't know when Jason gonna be back here with us.
But he will be back.
But he will be. Exactly. But he will be. Okay. So if anybody out there thinking like this particular person, and I know who she is, and she know who she knows, and when she sees, she gonna be like, I can't believe she said this. But sweetheart, you know I love you dearly. But again, it's just a lesson learned. You know what I'm saying? That we have to be mindful of the things that we say because you just don't know how it will turn out. You just don't know. So, with that being said,
by it. She was just
no, not at all. Not at all. She didn't mean nothing by it at all. But still, we gotta watch what we say. We gotta watch what we say. But okay, y'all, let's go ahead and get this show started, baby. We got some things to talk about today.
Tell me what's going on in the world.
Baby, we're gonna talk about this man, these dogs. It's 2 dogs that they done found. And when y'all find out where they done found these dogs at, deceased. Rest in peace to the dogs. Rest in peace to the dogs.
What happened?
Baby, and this is here. This is all the way here. Like, why does gotta happen here?
This isn't a real place. Atlanta is not a real place. And for those of you out in other places, there is a sign that says, "Don't come. We full." So
we are definitely full.
It's enough craziness here already. We don't need no more.
I'm just saying she ain't lying. She ain't lying. That's all I'm saying. She ain't lying. Because, baby, I think this might be one of the crazy ones, too. Now, I'm not a big dog lover. Are you a dog lover, Charlotte?
Not at all.
Okay. At least she said not to talk. Okay. Me, I got a dog, so I can't say I just don't love dogs at all. But I am not a dog lover. I have a dog because of my kids. Okay. Now, I must say this. If you decide to get a dog and you want to get rid of your dog, you can't just let them go free. Because a lot of these dogs are very, very smart and they will come back home. They know, they'll come back home. They will find their way back home. So, in cases like that, if you want to get rid of your dog, please take your dog to the dog pound. Take to the dog pound. Hopefully, they will accept your dog. But if you try to do anything like this, just know, explicit language and also allegedly, your ass gonna get locked up. Here we go.
An urgent search for the man accused of killing 2 dogs found inside an Atlantic Station parking garage. Channel 2's Michael Seiden is live in Midtown along Fowler Street and 16th Streets. Now, Michael, you spoke with the man who made this disturbing discovery.
Those laughs are coming from people that are not.
Yeah, Karen, that man is the manager of this parking garage. He tells me every day he comes here and he usually goes behind the stairwell because he often finds people throwing trash there. Sometimes he finds people sleeping under the stairwell. Well, last summer, he made a disturbing discovery. 2 dead dogs. And tonight, investigators are releasing new details in video, hoping someone recognizes the man they believe is responsible. Tonight, Fulton County Police are releasing surveillance video of a man they believe is linked to one of the most disturbing animal cruelty cases they've ever investigated. Police say last summer, this unidentified man seen here walking 2 dogs along Northwest 16th Street took them inside the Atlantic Station parking garage. Investigators say those dogs were later found dead, their leashes tied together. Police also say they found evidence that goes beyond the deadly violence, but it's too graphic to share on TV. About 20 minutes later, cameras capture him again, this time without the dogs.
We're hoping that somebody's going to recognize him. This is a pretty sickening crime, and we want to get him into custody so he doesn't commit this again or, escalate to a human.
The case came to light after the manager of this parking garage made the disturbing discovery. On Tuesday, Daryl Moss showed us the stairwell.
I came right here and I'm like, what is that smell? When I look like
it
that,
ain't been smelled.
I said, oh, that's a dog.
Police say after discovering the dogs, investigators documented the scene, taking photographs, and then worked to recreate images showing what the dogs would have looked like before they were killed. They're now releasing those images, along with surveillance video, hoping someone recognizes the man seen here.
This is a very disturbed individual and a danger to the public.
All right, so investigators say they are looking for this man. They describe him as a black man with a white goatee between 5'6" and 5'9", with tattoo sleeves on both arms. Anyone with information is asked to contact Fulton County Police Captain Nicole.
I couldn't take no more. I just couldn't take no more. What problem do I have with this right off the bat that this lady said?
Thank you.
A danger to the community. That's what the problem.
I mean, first Michael Vick, now this man. Like, come on. I know it's some missing children, some missing black girls somewhere. This is what we decide is important enough. It's some
from last summer. From last summer.
I know it's some kids I done had go missing from my schools that they ain't never put on the news. It wasn't even a concern. But yet and still, we got these 2 dead dogs that we worrying about, and he is a menace to society.
This video was just posted, may I add, and they said this was from last summer. And he is a danger to the community.
And we've already, that man ain't even been in front of a jury. We done already said that he did whatever he did and it's his fault. And we don't even know how the dogs died. They could have died from heat if it was during the summer and they in that place. So come on now, people. Let's And was it the same day? Was that a homeless man? Was it the same day when he was coming and going? You didn't determine that. They didn't make that clear, because it could have been that he sleeps there and he left those dogs, or he leaves them quite often and he wears the same clothes every day. Let's go. Next.
Before we go to the next video, I just want to make one more thing clear. When you saw that video, you guys, you know, you saw the manager of the parking garage. He's the one that contacted, you know, whoever to come and pick up the dog. I want to make this clear. He only called, allegedly. He only called because he's the parking garage manager. He wanted to pick up them damn dogs and take them to the dumpster. So he had to call somebody to come pick up them dogs. Because you best believe, if he was driving down the doggone street, and he seen a dead dog, he wasn't going to call y'all to come pick up that doggone dog. What, a dead dog in the street? And keep it moving, unfortunately.
And who knows, those dogs could be in a better place.
Did they say the dogs were shot to death or stabbed to death?
They didn't say anything. They didn't say how the dogs died. That's why I said it could have been that it was just so hot in that little area that they passed out. Like, come on. Or they didn't have it. And they were living, it seemed like he was a homeless man. So come on.
Exactly.
Man. That's crazy.
He probably was thirsty and died of thirst. Had a heat stroke, like she said, because it happened last summer.
It does get 100 and some degrees, even in the shade in Atlanta, in Georgia. Yeah.
Between last summer and now, I bet we done had about at least more than 150 homicides, probably. And it's not funny, but I'm just saying, why is we talking about some dead dogs from last summer when y'all could have had somebody else in that 2-minute spot?
There's a lot of missing kids that are around here. There's a lot of other crimes that have occurred that could have been talked about. But, you know, again, first Michael Vick, now this little man. So, you know, we care more about the dogs than we do about the humans.
Sir, if you are watching and you hear the sound of my voice, I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray for you. And I hope you make it.
Miss Carmen said, dang, that's a lot of publicity.
They said it was gruesome. They couldn't even tell us and show us. Well, they couldn't show us what happened because it was just gruesome. That's what they said.
Okay.
All right. Well, like Charlotte said, she's the counselor lady. Charlotte don't have time to counsel
about some dogs.
And
it's so sad when I have some real friends that are real dog lovers, and so when something happens to their dog, and I really try to find the empathy in it, but after 5 minutes, I'm like, oh okay, oh okay, like yeah, I get it.
We're gonna go get something to eat.
What's next?
We're gonna go have a drink.
Yeah.
Sorry. And we're not being mean or anything like that. I want to make that clear. We're not being mean at all.
But
look, Carmen said, "Dang, a lot of publicity." Yes, over a dog. Carmen,
it's a whole bunch of other stuff that's, I mean, not more important. Let me not say more important, because everybody's entitled to what they feel or who they feel is important in their lives. But on the news, and you know, that's. And we don't know. We've already accused this man. So
exactly. Well, we're gonna go into another story. Now, they could have broadcasted this, and this is what KTLA. So this happened in California. I would have been fine with them broadcasting this on their news broadcast in a whole nother state.
Okay,
I did something else to talk about. Damn it, find something else. Talk about a doggone dog. Okay, here we go. Let's go into this video, baby.
19-month-old baby falls out of a moving vehicle and onto the road in a busy intersection in Fullerton. That child's mother has been arrested and is facing charges of child abuse.
The child was rushed to the hospital but is expected to be okay. Jillian Smuckler is live in Fullerton with more on what happened. Jillian?
Hi, Sharon, Micah. Yeah, just hard to watch all around. It happened in this intersection behind me. That moment caught on camera, and now millions of people have seen that video online. Of course, as you just mentioned, that child falling out of a moving SUV. And nearly a week after it happened, the child's mother is now in custody. The video is hard to watch. You can see a black SUV making a turn Tuesday morning when the front passenger door suddenly swings open. A toddler can be seen tumbling out of the vehicle onto the asphalt and landing right in the middle of the intersection. The SUV then stops abruptly, forcing the driver behind it to slam on the brakes, coming to a stop just inches from the child. Moments later, a woman rushes from the driver's seat, scoops up the child, places them back in the SUV, and drives away.
It's criminal. Obviously, the child doesn't look to be in car seat or any safety measure taken when transporting a child that's necessary to get anybody from point A to point B.
Police later identified the woman as 35-year-old Jacqueline Hernandez of La Habra and says she's the child's mother. They say the toddler suffered injuries consistent with the fall and was taken to the hospital, but is expected to be okay.
I'm unaware of where the child is or who they're with.
Despite the dramatic scene, police say they didn't receive any 911 calls when it happened. But the video later exploded on social media, garnering hundreds of thousands of views. It sparked widespread outrage among many parents, including one local mom who ended up showing that video to police.
I'm a mom of 4, so seeing that baby fall out of the car, my heart stopped for the baby, especially because I work across the street from there and cars are always speeding and not paying attention.
She's demanding answers and accountability as she tries to process how a child could fall from a moving car.
I was absolutely shocked that no one said, hey, let me call the police and let them know what just happened. Even if, let's say, she had gotten away, even with just like a license plate to give to the police.
But days later, a witness who saw what happened firsthand came forward. That tip led investigators to a residence in La Habra where police say they located the woman, the SUV, and the child seen in that video. And that woman you just heard from, she actually works at this animal hospital, which is really right across from the intersection where it happened. You heard her talk about how she always sees cars speeding here, driving recklessly. Well, we just saw there is a camera showing a different angle of the intersection. So she tells us she's been asked to talk to police tomorrow, hand over some of that video. So they're hoping this helps with the investigation. But again, if you know anything, saw anything, or just have any information to share, you're asked to call Fullerton Police. I'll send it back to you.
Okay, make sure y'all call Fullerton Police or whoever it is. I just got one thing I got to say, Charlotte. This white car right there, the car that's behind the truck, the one that had to hit on brake instantly. Whoever was driving that car, I bet they was high or they was getting high. Because I don't know not damn person that will pull up behind them, hit on brakes, see that baby fall out the doggone car, and 2 things that don't happen. They don't get out and beat her ass, not the baby, but the mama when she get out. Or call 911. Or call 911.
So that person in that car didn't even see what that was because if that baby fell out on the other side. So they couldn't even see. Like, you can't look out your driver's side and see what's in the front of your car, and especially something so tiny. That happened in the matter of, I give it 30 seconds. That baby fell out. The mama stopped on brakes. She went, scooped that baby up and put that baby back in the car and drove off. That person was probably sitting there like, what the hell just happened? Like, what was that? Like, you couldn't even decipher exactly until you went back on social media. You'd be like, damn, that's my car. Oh, I saw that. That's what happened. That kind of thing. Like I wouldn't, because I'd be in shock that there was actually a baby that fell out of someone's car in front of my car, and the fact that I could have hit them almost. Like somebody jump out their car and scoop something up, like you looking like what's going on, but you not paying attention. Then you be like, is that a baby? And they been in the car and gone.
And you could be right, because I probably would have been changing my Pandora to another song at
on
the time.
my phone, looking at something else. Not
So
just
sad
like,
to say. So sad.
There's just so many things. Or even if I was paying attention, that baby is so tiny, and you making a left turn, so you looking straight ahead to make sure you're not looking at your peripheral, but you wouldn't have been able to see that itty bitty baby.
Baby, but when she scooped that baby up
and put it right on,
it would have been on.
She didn't even pull to the side and try to
bad.
put the baby back into the car seat. Now that was the problem right there. Like, ma'am, did you even try to put the baby back in the car seat?
No, it wasn't the car seat. That was the thing. The baby was in the front seat of the car.
That's a Mercedes, I believe. It's got to be a car seat somewhere in that car. Like, maybe, like you can't.
Yeah, you're right. They probably had one somewhere, but that baby came out that front seat of that car.
And I didn't realize that, because I've seen this video, but I didn't realize that it was the driver's side until just now with your video. Because
no, it was
my child. My child, I've gotten a ticket because we by Panthersville, and he done unsnapped himself, and he's standing in the back, and the policeman pulled me right on over. Sir, he did it himself. I should still make him pay for it. As a matter of fact, I think I'm mad all over again.
All over again. But now you are right. Some babies are able, I don't know how, because they should not be able to get out of their car seats. But some kids, babies, are able to get out of their car seats. And before you know it, you like, oh my gosh, they is out. Get back in that car. But how did they get out the car?
To the front.
Because when you
and then the door opens. Like
that's what I'm saying. When you pull off, your car is automatically locked. You see what I'm saying? At least mine do.
I agree with trying to figure out. I think that someone should call to investigate and make sure that nothing else is going on in the home, and making sure that baby is safe. I think as a society, I think that police should get involved, no doubt about it. But as a society, and all them other people with all them extra comments and all that other stuff, we've all made mistakes with our children. God knows that there are plenty of times that I'm just grateful for grace and mercy that he's still alive. Because, we've all done some silly things, or some mistakes have happened, or whatever the case. I think that, as a society, we have to stop just pointing fingers and publicly lynching folks through our words and through our, and have some kind of grace, and try to figure out what was going on and what can we do to help so it doesn't happen again.
Exactly. I agree. But I also agree that ain't too many people I know they baby falling out the car like that.
I've never seen that, and thank God. Like that, do you know how many angels had to be around that baby?
Exactly.
Do you know
exactly
that was that and the fact that it wasn't any more accidents, like, because the car even behind the white car wasn't going as fast and was able to stop. Because you turn in a corner, you don't expect somebody to stop in the mid of a turn and get out their car and come and pick up anything, a purse, whatever,
anything.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, if you see something like that, you need to go on ahead. Pull out your
over. I would have
if you got to.
I would have had to pull over. I wouldn't have been any good for anybody else the rest of the day.
I tell you, I would have been crying and everything, Charlotte.
Yes, ma'am. I've cried when I hit birds, so I know good and well that would have. I done boohoo cried from hitting stuff.
Not a bird. Not a bird. Oh my God.
I had it. Well, let me not say that. The deer committed suicide. So he ran into the side of my car when I was getting on the expressway. Baby, I don't know who that white lady was that was behind me. I pulled over and I'm boohoo crying. I cried in that lady's. I cried like I knew her. I was holding on for dear life to that lady because that poor deer, they had just committed suicide, and then the little Hispanic people pulled right on up in the truck and loaded them up and pulled on off. The policeman said, "Well, I can't give him a ticket." This is a mess here. I cried. I don't know who. I should have got that lady's information.
What'd you say? This is a mess here.
The stuff I have encountered.
Yeah, we will be moving right along. We're gonna move right along to this next story, y'all. This right here is a little sad. I don't have all the details to this story. I do have a little bit of insight that I'm gonna share with you all. I'm sorry, y'all. We got company. But I do have a little bit of insight. Remember, everything on PGT Time is allegedly. As Charlotte can see, it say 11 live. So that lets her know that this happened here in Atlanta. This was hard. This right here. But let's go ahead and get started. Here we go.
And thanks for joining us on 11 Alive News and streaming on 11 Alive Plus. I'm Ron Jones.
And I'm Jennifer Bellamy. We begin tonight with breaking news. Just hours ago, authorities arresting the man accused of killing a pregnant woman in Monroe. Dorius Brooks was taken into custody in Barrow County. Sheriff Judd Smith telling our Cody Alcorn he'll be taken to Walton County to now face murder charges. According to Monroe police, Brooks shot Tania Stokes on Sunday, and Stokes was pregnant with a baby boy and leaves behind a 2-year-old daughter. Family members say she was a student teaching in Gwinnett County and was set to graduate in May from Kennesaw State. Tonight, only here on 11 Alive, her family is speaking out on what would have been her 23rd birthday.
11 Alive live right now on Monroe. So, Cody, you were invited to a vigil earlier this afternoon, right?
That's right. Ron and Jennifer was over in Social Circle, Tania's hometown, which is about 17 miles from Monroe here in Walton County. Now, one person you will notice missing is Tania's mother. Today at the funeral home, the heartbreak was too much, and she has since been hospitalized.
She was, oh God, she's full of hope. She was full of life. She was full of promise. And all she wanted on this earth was to be loved.
Tiana Stokes.
Such a sweet person.
A daughter.
We ain't got her here in body, but in soul and spirit, she's still with us.
A sister.
She was always there for each one of us.
And a mother.
She was proud of a girl that she already got. We're going to miss her.
T, as her family calls her, was expecting a baby boy in April.
No, she didn't have a name, and that's what we were talking about. Like, what name should we come up with? I know she did want the name to start with a K, because her little girl, Cambry, starts with a K.
On January 25th, T was shot along GW Carver Drive in Monroe.
My sister didn't deserve this.
Killed just 2 days before her birthday.
So we were making funeral arrangements on her birthday.
On Tuesday, instead of celebrating with T, her family held a vigil to honor 2 lives taken too soon.
She lit up the room everywhere she went,
including the classroom T was just months away from getting her teaching degree at Kennesaw State.
The world didn't get a chance to see what she was going to offer. She loved children. The kids that she left behind at Tequila Elementary, I know they're devastated.
This family also obviously devastated. And to show you how far her impact reached, even people from the bank where Tiana banked at reached out to me during this whole process and said she lit up every time she came to the drive-thru. Live in Monroe, Cody Alcorn, 11 Alive News.
Man, our hearts go out to that family. Cody, thank you. By the way, folks, we should also mention there was a 25-year-old man who was also shot, but he survived. And as of tonight, police have not released a motive behind this shooting.
All right. Rest in peace to this young lady. Also rest in peace to her unborn child just as well. Let me see if I can find it. Is this it right? Okay, here it is. I want to read something to y'all. Before I read this, I want to say this to every young lady that's out there. Me and Charlotte can vouch. Charlotte don't know what I'm finna say. She don't know what I'm talking about. I literally picked up on this story like maybe 2 hours, 3 hours before the show aired tonight, before my show aired tonight. So I did get a little backstory on this. But what I want to say to each and every young lady out there that's watching, or if you know somebody out there that's with a young man that is just up to no good. I'm sorry to say this about this man. Oh, I'm so sorry to say this, but again, everything is allegedly on here. But word on the street, baby, it's talking. It's talking. Okay. Her boyfriend had just got out of prison. He had spent some time, jail or prison. I don't want to just say prison and it was jail. So either jail or prison. He had just got out. Okay. And a lot of people are saying that he was the targeted person because he got shot too. They was together. He got shot too, and she got shot. I don't think he's the father of her first child, but could possibly be, but was definitely the father of her unborn child. Exactly. She seemed to have been very, very much so in love with this young man. And from what the streets are saying, he loved her too. So I just want to read. I'm not going to read this whole thing. I'm just going to read part of it. Her birthday was 2 days later. So she didn't even make it to see her birthday. But she did make it to see his birthday. She did make it to see his birthday. And this is what she said. Help me wish my baby a happy birthday. I literally cried making this post because to know is to honestly know. I thank you for coming into me and my baby's life and showing us exactly how a man is supposed to love, lead, and protect us. You've brought so much peace. Let me read that again. You brought so much peace, laughter, and love into our world. You've been my safe space, my partner, my best friend, and the example my baby can look up to watching the way you love us so. I'm going to go a little bit further. Let's see if I can find love us so. So love us so effortlessly, so genuinely means more than words can ever say. You stepped in with a heart full of love, patience, and strength. And that's something I'll never take for granted. So today, I just want to celebrate you, the amazing man that you are, and all that you've done for us. You deserve all the love and blessings and happiness. I'm going to stop right there. And I'm going to add my own little take to it. You just ain't going to get it with her. Because she's no longer here. I want to be very cautious, Charlotte, on how I say what I'm finna say. And I
Because
about
we don't know the whole story.
Exactly. We don't know the whole story.
And we don't know what he went to jail for.
We don't know what he went to jail for. That is correct. That's why Charlotte is here. Just in case I fly off the handle, which is what I was about to do. So I ain't gonna fly off the handle right now. Because Charlotte is 100% right. But
there's a lot of ifs and buts.
At the same time, there are so many men out here that's doing what they're supposed to do, ain't never been to jail, ain't never been to prison, a day in their life, going out there, working hard, whether they got to have 1 job, 2 jobs, 3 jobs, taking care of their kids, making sure baby mama good, making sure girlfriend good, and making sure he's good, and the kids, all at the same time. Now that's who I feel
about
like
a lot. I don't know
right.
about a lot of them now. Hold on. You've been married a long time.
That does not matter. It is billions of people in the world. It is billions of people in the world. It's billions. Billion. Am I right? It's billions of people in the world. We cannot continue to talk bad or bring down or bash our men. It's just these are the men that we've saw. We ain't seen billions of people. We ain't seen billions of people.
So
we've seen millions on TV.
I think I love what she said. I think it's very uplifting. And I think as women, because I don't know their story, and I hope it to be true. I hope that he was that type of man. I don't remember at that age knowing any man that was all of that at 23 and 24 years old. Just like I have one, and I love him to death, but he ain't all of that she was talking about. Provide.
Shout out to ChatGPT. Shout out to ChatGPT.
Okay, they put some foxy words up in there for you, make him seem like he was Jesus himself. And I'm not saying that he isn't that person. I can't.
Well, we know he ain't Jesus himself. So
but we have to stop glamorizing these relationships and making them be what we want them to be instead of being truthfully honest about. Because you don't even have to. The gram has fooled a whole bunch of people. You know, y'all put stuff on there trying to make everybody and everything seem like everything is roses and rainbows and sunshine all the time. And
hunky-dory.
And it's doo-doo. It be real doo-doo. And I'm not saying that this is the case because, again, allegedly, and we don't know all the facts or whatever it is, but it's just very hard for me to hear that this young man, especially, whom seemed to not be able to, who has been into somewhat of trouble, can be all of that in a bag of chips as well. And I think that that's what she wanted. I want I want that. So I can imagine, and I'm much older than she is. So but we just have to make sure that we stop putting things, and I tell young ladies all the time, a lot of times we fall in love with what we think someone should be or what we dream of them being. At one point, we fall in love with potential. We fall in love with what fairy tales, and we have to stop so much of glamorizing that kind of life and see it for what it really is. Because I don't know, because we don't know the story, but maybe if you didn't have rose-colored glasses, we could have truly seen it for what it was, and you would have known that maybe this isn't a good person to be riding around with, because people on the lookout for him. They shooting at him, they pew pew pewing him. So we're gonna have to do a lot better, and we're gonna have to, especially with our daughters, we're gonna have to, what are those things that she discussed? What does that really mean? Because it's one thing to say it, but it's another thing to really truly know that that is what that man is. Because if you've never seen it, you just looked up some words in the dictionary or chat GPT, and it done put it together real eloquently and came out real nice, because it sounded good.
This just say chat GPT.
Whatever it is, chat GPT. Yeah.
But Charlotte, really though, all jokes aside, a person like me who has came from a 2-parent household, my parents has been married for 50 years. Then you have me being married before my kids even came into this world, and still married, going on 19 years this year. That's all I know, and that's all I've seen. So what can we say to young ladies out there that haven't seen what I've seen? You see what I'm saying? So that they can actually understand and function and get that when you say words like that,
that means that's a lot. That's a lot for anyone to live up to.
That was beautiful.
That's a lot for any man, grown man, to live up to, much less a 24, 25-year-old man to live up to. And again, I grew up with my mother and my father in the house too. My daddy is and has been a provider, but he has some stuff. We just have to be real with our children when we talk about it. And I'm sure along the way, a lot of people express to me or share with me what I should be looking for, and sometimes you have to kiss a lot of frogs until you find your Prince Charming. Sometimes, you're right. You're right. Sometimes you have to fall in love with knuckleheads and then realize, but the part is to realize that this is a knucklehead. And you don't have to stay there. You don't have to continue that kind of, and if someone, again, we're just talking not about this situation, but if someone, especially if you grew up with your father in your home or in your life, and if your father treated you with respect, and if your father, as a daughter, should be protected you and did all those things, if this person doesn't come along and no, they're not going to be your daddy, because they can never be your daddy. But if they don't exhibit some of the same qualities that your daddy would, run.
So run fast. Run fast. Now, being that he had been in prison, I don't know for a fact if that post was written after he got out or before.
Yeah.
Okay. But let's just
prison or jail. See, there's a difference.
Oh yeah, prison and jail. Yep.
Because
I don't know.
Because you had too many tickets. Prison, you done did some something, a little something, and you was there for a little while. You don't just go to prison. Yeah.
And you done been to jail first.
Yeah. So there's a lot of unanswered questions.
A lot, y'all. A lot. So let's go ahead and move on. I'm going to make sure, Charlotte, that I follow this story because I have a lot more questions. And it's sad to say, but mainly because of that post that she posted. Like, it
Can I
makes
say,
me want to know more about this young man.
and can I say this too? And
Mhm.
because I'm an old lady now, and even a lot of men will tell you, you don't become a good man or a good woman until you've been through a whole bunch of stuff and you figured out, you know, that, oh,
Yep.
that ain't the way to do it. Oh, this is a
Yep.
better way of doing it. You have to have some experiences. That was Prince Charming that she truly idealized him. And I don't know if English was her major. But she had it, she really truly embodied a romance novel.
Yeah. I remember Sexy Red. You know, Sexy Red, I'm not a big fan of hers at all, but she's so hilarious to me, and I love how her come up is. I don't care. I can care less the words that she said that came out of her mouth. I don't care. It was a big come up for her.
Okay.
That's all I know. It was a big come up. And I love how she came up. But I remember when she was like right at the peak of her career as far as entertainment. And they asked her, you know, somebody did an interview with her. And she knew that, I know she knew that this interview was going to go viral because she was like right there at the peak. And I remember they asked her what was the nicest thing a guy had ever done for her. And I cannot remember the answer. But when I tell y'all, I think he had stolen, that's what it was. I think he had stolen the car and took her out. Took her out to eat or some shit like that. And I'm like,
struggle,
you know you are celebrity status right now. And they gonna take everything that you say and they gonna take it to the bank. And
But
this
that
is
is
what you
still
say is the
being
best thing.
young. We
Still being
forget
young.
that as we get old, that's still being young and idealizing that that's somebody doing something special for you. Like that's that I mean, and as we get older and then we look back like, oh, that was some stupid stuff I fell for. And I hope she gets to that point and she makes it to that point, like, oh, I said that. That was so stupid of me, you know, but you know, because it's been immoralized now. So it's gonna be in the cloud forever and a day. So here we are. She'll be able to go back and look at it and be like, damn, I said some stupid shit like that. Like, how dare I? But there's been some stupid stuff that I've done and put up with, and you know, and thought, oh, he loves me. Man, please.
I know. Well, you guys, we are coming to the end of the show. But before we leave, we have one more clip that we're going to play. Actually, two more clips that we're going to play. We did not play our commercial break because I still have to redo those. Gotta redo those commercial clips due to we are no longer on Roku TV. So whatever we are on, whatever we are broadcasting on, I want to make sure that though that's what's being said, that's what's being posted, all of that. So until I'm able and have time to redo the commercial breaks, we just gonna be doing anything during commercial break, baby. Okay. So like I promised y'all and Charlotte, I told y'all I was gonna try to find the clip that I was damn near in tears laughing, and me and Charlotte, and I did find it during the entire show. I was looking for it, but I did find it, y'all, and here it is. Now, as far as for me, I don't know about for y'all, but for me, the audio didn't sound too well. But I was listening to it a whole nother way than what I'll be listening to right now. So hopefully I'll be able to hear very well. If not, hopefully y'all will be able to hear. So Charlotte, are you ready to laugh for a second?
I am.
You know, this is one of the best things about PGT time. Like, you just never know when we're able to pull up a clip from back in the day, baby.
Okay.
So, let's play this video. This, y'all, is when Charlotte. Matter of fact, I'm finna make it a little bit bigger. This is when Charlotte talks about how she wanted her funeral. Don't spend too much money. You know, y'all use that money for y'all. Just let me go on up out of here. Okay. And then you have me. That's all I'm gonna say. Then you have me. Here we go, y'all.
Go.
And Charlotte, don't be telling your son to reach out to me to replay this video.
Everybody, I done told them all.
The world don't do it. Contact Miss Peach.
Bam.
Contact Miss Peach. She'll replay it for you.
I tell everybody, and I don't need no funeral because don't be spending all that money because that's unnecessary. Gonna have a barbecue. I told him go take my ashes somewhere, put them out in some water, go take you a trip, go have a good time on that money, go live. Like my life is good. I don't live life, so I'm good with whatever God chooses for me. But no, I don't want to do it like that. I do not. And me and my daddy have this thing about, especially with funerals. That's not something that I care for. I go to them. I've been to them because of all of my students and stuff. And I just think that it's a good thing for people to know that, because death is for the living. When you have a funeral, it's for the living. It's for that final goodbye. And we go to comfort those that are still left behind. But have a barbecue, play some. Don't even show a picture of me at mine. I need y'all to do what I want to do like I like doing.
Well, let me put her down for a second. When it comes to me, back on doves, I want banners. I want the plane. So
I need a banner with
a banner. I need y'all to get TD Jakes for the funeral and everything.
No, ma'am.
Pay him whatever he want. Pay him whatever he want, baby. I want the whole 9 y'all. Spend my whole check. If they give my kids $100,000, I'm gonna need them to spend. I don't give a damn. We got 10,000 doves. Single don't spend.
Well, all right then. Okay. Damn, they gonna have $1.
Baby, and you can go ahead and you can replay this clip and replay it too.
What you want me?
I want it all spit. I want it all spit. Charlotte, let me tell you something.
These people are
God
crazy.
know what he be doing. That audio was so messed up. It worked just fine for you when you was talking, but the minute I start talking crazy. So with that being said, now I am going to clip that video. I told you, Charlotte, it was funny. I told you. But with being said, I want to apologize to my Heavenly Father.
He know what you already meant. He know you meant it. He know you meant it. He knows you meant it, God.
No, the Lord knows my heart. He knows my heart. He know I did not mean that at all. But at the same time, he knows I am not a comedian. It's just that sometimes when it comes in my head, I be thinking, oh, say it.
Did you see the and I've been down the little rabbit hole of social media, and I know it was Florida because it couldn't have been nowhere else but Florida. And they had the casket, and the man was sitting up there with the big as they rolled past the street, and the people talking about, I didn't even have to go to the funeral. I got curbside service.
Oh my God.
Y'all, and these funerals, like the man it's a viewing as he's passing down the street. I said, well, hell, ain't no need in having a viewing at the funeral home anymore. Just let him ride around the city.
Charlotte, I mean, I do apologize for everything I said. I do. But at the same time,
do you really?
I want my shit to be like Biggie.
So do you
Run
really?
me through my neighborhood, my own neighborhood. I want every Bluetooth speaker.
Go on ahead and rename it while you out there. Go on ahead and rename the street. Beach your tea time.
See, that's what I be talking about. I quit. Because I can keep going on and on. I think the devil just be putting these things in my head sometimes.
Because you mean it. You mean it. Yeah, that's what that is. Yes.
I'm just saying, we only got one life to live. We don't know if we coming back. So go ahead and go out with a shebang bang.
Go with a bang. Go out with a bang. You ain't even gonna know. You're not even gonna know.
The bullshit. I'll be right there in the sky watching. Like, look, didn't I tell them I wanted 10,000 doves? Why I got 5,000 doves?
I know good and well. If I leave here, don't let me come back for nothing. I don't need nothing else down here. I'm gone. Deuce. You want to go back? No, I'm good. I haven't been enough.
He said, don't bring you back as nothing. I don't want to be no dog, no bird. She don't even like dog. Let her come back as a dog.
Surely don't let me be an animal. Oh, no. I'm good. I spent my time.
Let Charlotte come back as a dog and her owner try to take her over in the parking garage.
No.
She's like, I'm coming with you. I'm following you everywhere you go.
Holding on dear life.
Exactly. All right, y'all. This is the last clip of the night. I really appreciate y'all so much for joining us tonight. But this is it. Again, you know what we all about over here at PGT Time. We are about crime. It may be funny crime. It may be crime that's gonna piss you off. It may be crime that's gonna make you cry. But at the end of the day, we are here to get you through it, baby. So this is our last clip for the night. Here we go.
Teen will spend 20 years behind bars in the deadly shooting of 11-year-old Courtney Freeman. Ramori Roth was tried as an adult and pleaded guilty to second-degree murder.
KSHP 41's Kansas City reporter Alyssa Jackson has been following this story from the beginning. Today, she was in court for the final step in the case.
It's been almost 2 years, and this was a day in court that Courtney Freeman.
I'm telling you, there go the devil again. There go the devil again coming in my head. You mean to tell me this? Like, you couldn't think of no other way to do your hair, Miss Lady?
Why did I was thinking, I said, oh, I said they're very liberal in Kansas these days because there's nothing, I don't think it's anything wrong, but you know, them good old Caucasian folks don't like when your hair look like that. So I just, that was the thought that ran through my mind. Because I was like, whoa, okay. They don't like.
That's why Charlotte is here.
Afrocentric. They don't want you to look Afrocentric. You need to look like them. Straight up.
Okay, we're gonna move right along. I didn't expect her to say that, but I know y'all expected me to say that. Here we go.
Family has been waiting for. Her youth was a constant reminder for the judge. And another sticking point, you have an 11-year-old victim and a defendant who was 16 at the time of the offense. Those are two futures that will never be the same.
The next 20 years of Ramori Roth's life will be spent in prison for second-degree murder. With credit for time served, he'll get out in his mid-30s. Courtney's future and the day he pulled the trigger, firing several shots inside of her home.
She would have been everything. She wanted to be a lawyer. She wanted to be an OBGYN.
Because the judge did not allow cameras in court, I can only describe the hearing.
A 20-year sentence for somebody that was 16 years old at the time of the offense is not common. For him to be certified as an adult necessarily is not common.
The state painted Courtney in a way that would compel the judge to see her youth. Roth followed, taking full accountability for a circumstance he said shouldn't have happened like it did.
It will forever mess with me because I seen it happen and I watched it.
Courtney's sister is both critical, wishing Roth would serve more time, and grateful for the work of the prosecutors. She knew where her sister would be if she were still here.
If she was here now, she would be working with the kids at her school, stopping violence and stuff. That was her favorite thing to work on, stopping the violence.
That's what her class would say too when I heard their voices last November.
She had so much power and she had so much strength, and she was a true advocate for every single person that she came in contact with.
The case painted a visual of two futures here, one taken.
I know she's watching, so.
And one sentenced to carry the consequences. Alyssa Jackson, KSHB 41 News.
I'll let you want to talk first.
So I just had a classroom discussion.
I'm just stunned right now from that lady that said this was not normal.
I just had a classroom discussion about choices that we make and how they impact your life. Like, that truly is one of those things. The things that you do in your youth can impact your future. Like, first and foremost, because you're so young, and not that you didn't know what you were doing, because clearly you know what you were doing. But when you get old enough to really think back about how stupid it was, when you get back to think about what it cost you and someone else, that you took a life. That's the hard part, for you to be 30 years old and realize that you spent your adulthood behind some stupid stuff that you did because you weren't thinking, you didn't have a care about anyone else's life. Like, that's crazy. I hope and pray that that becomes the case, that you don't get into prison and get to be harder, or think that, you, for whatever reason, don't even care. Don't even consider what you did to get there, and still think that, they doing you wrong. Because a lot of times that's what happens.
Exactly. So the boy got sentenced to 20 years. 20 years in prison. There's so many young men out there that we've covered on Peach Tea Time, whether they was like, let's say Caucasian, I say white, or they was black. Either one. Y'all know I laugh at everything. But anyways, it has still been times that I have showed on this show that a black boy at teenage years, young, shot and killed somebody and can possibly get out at 18, or have gotten out at 18. They just had to do juvenile time, and they get out. For this young man to get 20 years, we all would like for everyone to get life when they kill somebody, but a lot of times, y'all, when they're at a young age like that, sometimes they don't get life. But I will say this, sometimes when they get in there, like he got 20 years, he could possibly do something else while he's in there that can cause him to get the rest of the life. You see what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what God got in store, and you also don't know what the devil got in store either. So don't be so quick to think this is the end all when these people or these young people get a small amount of time. And I believe it right there. I'm gonna leave it right there.
Can I say that I don't think 20 years is a small amount of time now? That's considering, that's your whole 20s, your teens, that's living life. Like when you get out, things are going to truly be changed. You're going to have to readapt yourself to society. Do I think he should have gotten more? Definitely, because that baby doesn't get a choice to come back and do over her
Exactly.
life. So,
I was just gonna say that.
definitely, yeah, but 20 ain't chump change. And especially hopefully wherever he goes, that he learns the lesson based on where he is, that it is no cakewalk.
Exactly. Well, y'all, we are out of here tonight. We are out of here. We're out of here. Carmen is in the chat, baby. She said, y'all have had me laughing so hard tonight. Baby, we ain't even try. We ain't even try. You should have conversations off air. We gonna laugh no matter what, baby. We gonna laugh no matter what. And that's how it is over here at PGT Time. Even with Justice Beyond the Silence, when we go out and do our events, sometimes I ain't gonna even lie. We don't know what the hell we be doing, but we get it done.
It comes together,
And we be laughing the whole time. I promise you, we be laughing the whole time.
It gets done.
Exactly.
And the community loves it.
And they love it. They love it. They love it. They love it. And so do us, baby. The purpose is there. The passion is there. And we're going to keep on going till the wheels fall off. Do you hear me?
Most definitely.
All right. Well, Charlotte, is there anything you want to say before we end the show tonight?
Had a ball. All the laughter and all the love. No, I think that, a lot of the stuff that we discussed is real life stuff. And so again, we sit behind screens, and these are real life lives that are really being impacted. And so, there's some things, and a lot of times, even with the story with the young lady, we don't know the whole story and we just kind of speculating, but these are real lives. And so understanding that, they've been impacted. Whoever is left has been impacted. Their moms and children that have been impacted from whatever the cases are. Even the lady whose child fell out of the car. We don't know what she's going through or what experiences that she said. What experiences, she could be having a mental crisis. We just never know what people are going through. So we just assuming and giving our take on what we believe to be happening.
Exactly. I completely agree, 100%. But I'm just one of them people that laugh at everything, y'all. I don't laugh at everything. Like when my families be on here and they telling their story, I don't laugh at them. Now we're gonna laugh during the show.
Okay.
We're gonna laugh during the show. But when situations are like head on, baby, we all in. But sometimes some of these clips I play,
some of them are.
We got to laugh at the instance. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we got to. We don't want to. We don't mean to. We got to laugh at it. So with that being said, I will see y'all on Monday again, I believe, because there are no more Friday shows at this time because I'll be starting in studio. Yay! I will be starting in studio, baby. Is this the flyer? Yep, that's it. I'll be starting in studio on February 7th. Plus, I'll be hosting. I forgot to tell you that too, Charlotte. I'm sorry. But I'll be hosting an event. I'll give you all the details, Charlotte, because I would love for you to come. But I'm hosting an event on February 7th as well. So once I leave the studio, I have to literally get my clothes and go straight over to the Black Wall Street. In the Pink Lion Room, y'all. In the Pink Lion Room. I'll be hosting an event for my home girl, Khaditra. This will be my second year hosting this event. And it's about her son. She came on our show that was when I met her, actually, when she came on the show. And me and her just grew a friendship ever since then. And I thank God for Khadija. I really, really do. So I will be hosting her son, Akir, who was murdered in Lithonia.
Okay.
So I'll be hosting the event, y'all. And when I tell y'all, you do not want to miss it. I do not have the flyer up right now because I was trying to do that the intro. So I ain't had no time. But if you look on my page, you will definitely see it posted on my page. Also, Charlotte, I will send it to you just as well. But we're going to have a great, great time. The food is going to be amazing. Now, there is a charge, y'all. There is a charge. There is a charge. And I'll let y'all know what that charge is on the next show. Because I can't remember right now. But I'll let y'all know. Trust me, I will. And I have the link if you would like to go and purchase a ticket. But until then, I love you guys. And we're going to end this show with one of those clips that I tell you, it makes me laugh. It may not make y'all laugh. It really may not make y'all laugh. But every time I see this clip, baby, it takes me back and it makes me laugh. And hopefully y'all know who it is. But until then, I love y'all. Bye. Y'all know we gotta take it on to Kels.
Stop it. Y'all quit playing. Quit playing. I didn't do this stuff. This is not me, y'all. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this. I gave y'all 30 years of my career.
Robert.
30 years of my career. Y'all trying to kill me. You're killing me, man. This is not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it. Y'all just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it.
You lying bastard. Bye.
Remembering a life, honoring a legacy. When words fall short, let Miss Peachy help you tell the story. Miss Peachy will create a custom heartfelt memorial tribute video that celebrate your loved one's life in a way that truly reflects their spirit and the love you shared. With thoughtful care, Miss Peachy will craft each video from the heart, preserving precious memories in a lasting tribute. Tailored packages to suit your needs. Fast 24 to 48-hour delivery. Genuine, compassionate service. Let Miss Peachy help honor your loved one legacy with a keepsake that will be cherished forever. Contact Miss Peachy by email or by phone for a tribute video made from the heart.